Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. This is Table Talk with Rita Felleh, Arah, the CEO of Daughters of Sierra Leone. Today, here we have very important guests with us here today at the studio, and we're going to be talking about business and marketing. It's a very broad topic. So, what we're going to be discussing about, we pick out something that we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about how to identify and target your market for your business. So, today I have here with me I would love for my guests to introduce yourself. But before we go further by doing that, if you want to watch on Facebook, this is a program on Facebook Live. You can watch from PROIB blog, and you can watch again from B2B Bantu blog, and you can watch for my platform as well, Rita Felleh Hara. So today I will have my guests to introduce themselves. So I will start first with Collins. Um, Joining us from Nigeria, Mr. Collins, can you please introduce yourself, please?
Okay, hello everyone. Uh, it's good to be here and it's a privilege to be among you at this very hour. My name is Collins Obo. I'm from Nigeria and I've been into financial inclusion sector for the past 12 years. I've deal with a lot of medium, micro, small enterprises, more of what we call the MSMEs. I work with a microfinance bank, international microfinance bank, and I've been able to work with about 3 or 4 affiliates in Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, Pakistan. I mean, across Africa, Asia, and a couple of training in some part of Europe regarding financial inclusion. So I've been doing that for the past 12 years, and it's a privilege for me to be here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Collins. That was great. I'm just like wow, you know. But thank you so much. I will have Miss Faith Yusuf to introduce herself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Faith Yusuf. I'm a fashion designer. I'm married with a child, and I've been doing my business for some years now. And I'm into female, male, and children wears. That's what I do.
Thank you. And I would love for Mr. Samuel to introduce himself.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Yes, I'm Samuel Omotosho. I work with Advanced Nigeria and Daughters of Sierra Leone. Thank you.
Thank you, Samuel. Thank you. And I have here with me Mr. Abdullahi. I would love to you to introduce yourself, please. Okay, I think you can hear me. All right, I would love King David, if you're there with us, if you can introduce yourself, that would be great.
Okay. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, very well.
Okay. My name is David Banahene, but popularly known as King David. I'm a nursing officer in Ghana at Confanochi Teaching Hospital, and to a side hustling in terms of small marketing to also raise another source of income just to supplement the salary. So that's who I am.
Thank you, King David. Thank you. You see how great this is. We have different part of people from different part of the world, and we are all connecting. That what makes it more unique. Thank you. I will give another opportunity to our brother Abdullah. If you can hear me, you can go ahead and introduce yourself, sir. Okay. The network is bad. See, can you hear us? Okay. So we're gonna kick start the program. We're gonna talk. I would like to Samuel, if you can go first and on our today's topic, and then we can start the ball rolling.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like the topic we are discussing today, saying how to identify and target a market for your business. We all know what business is, because I know I don't want to say too much, because I know we have other experts here that will say one thing or the other. But basically, there is a myth that I've understood over time, that when we were growing up, what we know about business is what to produce, how to produce, and to whom to produce too. All right. That was all what we grew up to know. So we are more of, what do I want to sell to people? But over time, I realized that the the dynamics has changed, and we have to evolve with time, because things are changing and we need to understand this. Now the approach is, you identify what the people need. By the time you identify what they need, then you can provide, or you design a product or produce something around their need. I don't know why you're getting what I'm saying. Because if I don't need what you are producing, you can't convince me to buy. So what you are selling must be most what I need before I can even buy. So I think if every business owner can understand this as basic, it will be very easy. Before I got married, I never bought diapers. I don't even know how much they sell them. I never bought them because I had no need of it. But the moment I got married and I have my daughter, so I became part of those people, that those producing diapers with Target, because now I have a baby. Now imagine me when I was still single, a marketer just come to me and tell me this diaper is amazing. It's like 12 hours dry, all of this. As much as he tried to explain, fine, it's fantastic, but I don't need it. So market is number one thing. Identify what the market is hungry for, then produce it to satisfy their hunger. Let me stop there because I know the other is about to say something.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. For all my panelists, if we're not speaking, let's just mute our phones so that way we cannot have bad signal. And I have here with me Joseph. Mr. Joseph, can you introduce yourself, please?
Okay, ma. Good evening, everyone. My name is Joseph Agaranduku from Nigeria. It's so nice being on the platform this evening. Thank you very much, Mama. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Yeah, you're very welcome, Joseph. So I would like to hand it over to Faith. Faith, do you have any contribution or to say towards what Mr. Samuel just said?
Yes, just like what Mr. Samuel said, like before, what we know long time ago was business is buying and selling. But now it's more than that. Like in my line of business, because that is what I do. I'm a fashion designer. If you don't upgrade, you have to upgrade yourself. If you don't upgrade yourself, there's no way customers will be able to like, oh, you have to meet up. Unlike before, you can buy magazines, and at the end of the day, when you buy magazines, you show them, oh, my client, these are the styles that are trendy now. But now social media has even made it very easy. You can go to Facebook, you can go to Instagram, you can go to different social, and you have to follow them too. You understand? So if you don't upgrade, and upgrade is not free. That's another thing that people don't know. It's not only our line of fashion. Even any other business that you are going into, you have to upgrade yourself all the time. You have to pay for training, go for different programs and all that to upgrade yourself. If you don't do that, it's not possible. You will just be stagnant. And fashion in the sense is dynamic. It is something that is always, as in, you have to be upgrading yourself, bringing in different styles. There are times your client can just come and bring a style for you, and you start squinting your eyes like, what is this, what is How did they make this? And at the end of the day, your customer will just take your fabric, will just take his fabric and he will leave. But when you not even before the person will even bring the style, say, "Ah, I already know the style. This is a corset, or this is a princess that with a bustier, this is a yoke, this is a skirt and blouse, this is a 6 pieces, this is an 8 pieces, and all that." But if you don't upgrade yourself, there's no way you will know all those things. So that is what I want to add to it for now.
All right. Thank you, Faith. Faith. We have Mr. Collins. I know you have a lot to say, and listening to you with all this, and so I'm even watching myself. Let me sit well. So, Mr. Collins, I would love for you to give your own contribution and just talk to us a little bit more.
Okay. Uh, Hello, everyone, once again. I must confess to you, I've started writing some things down. My notes are getting full already, even before I say anything. I think Samuel has given us a good place to start. That was the first thing I would have loved to also discuss. However, I will also stress another main point when it comes to the topic we are discussing about, when it comes to identify a target market for your business. I think one other thing I really want to stress as well is that for any line of business we actually want to venture it, even in the first place, it must be something you are passionate about. It must be something you love. That at the end of the day, even if your spouse is not buying from you, it's a product you can buy by yourself, because the market itself is ready to discourage you for that business. Even though there's a need for it, trust me, you can always get disappointed. So the first thing is, am I passionate about this business I even want to do in the first place? Is this something I like? In the first place, let me use Mrs. Faith as an example. She's a fashion designer, and imagine she's a fashion designer, but she does not like wearing good fabrics. I wonder how she wants to sell in the first place. So for me, two major things. The first thing is, okay, is that business solving a problem? Is it actually meeting a need? Or you're just going into it because people are saying that is what is trending? Your case is all about is trending. Oh, my husband has given me some cash, and what is trending now? That's what I want to invest in. No, the first thing is there's a need for it. The second thing is, personally, I am passionate about this particular thing. I know if I venture into it as a result of my passion, as a result of the things I want to get fulfilled about while doing this thing. It's not about the profit. It's about the fact that, okay, while I'm doing it, I'm being fulfilled personally. Then for me, even when the chips are down, my passion will keep me. So those major two things, I think let's start from there. The first one is there a need for what I'm doing? And the second one is how passionate I am about this particular business I want to venture it into. Thank you.
Thank you. Um, like I said, we have people here. Normally we said, you think so you sabi business, you not sabi, wait till you see experts, people that way know about business, to talk to you about business. I know growing up as a little girl, my grandma sell all this puff puff, all this akara and all that, and so I tell myself, like, my mom, the same thing, went to university, come out, and she was a business person, so I took up that footstep, and I become a business entrepreneur. I've been in business for maybe 19, 20 years. I've owned my own business. So I can relate to this more, the challenges. And sometimes when I talk to Faith and I say, Faith, you have to make me dress, I challenge her because she knows what I want. And if I call Salma, like, Salma, let's draw a business plan together, she's like, ah, mama, you've come again. So like it goes on and goes on. And so it's an honor to have all you great women and men here this this evening and for us to discuss, because most of our African, where we get it wrong, we think we know how to do business. We think we got it all. No one can tell us how to do it. So, but it's good to learn from someone. And what can make you a very, very successful business woman or businessman? By listening and take corrections. I remember when I was in the hair business, I always long to call my client and know, how am I doing? Did you like your hair? Did you feel how you wanted to feel? And sometimes some clients will come and say, I want to look like Beyonce, But to be funny with it, you don't look like Beyonce. You can't look like a Beyonce. So there's this slogan that I have is, I'm not a magician, I'm a beautician. That was when I have that. So when people come to my station, they see I don't do magic. I just make you beautiful. So when they look at it and say, you know what? She's not playing, she mean what she said. So I see Dr. Kamara is having a lot of trouble connecting from Sierra Leone, and me brother Sef Abdullah. Abdullah, can you hear me? Can you hear me? If you can
Yeah,
hear
I'm
me,
okay
just
now.
say
I'm okay.
hello. Okay,
Yeah, we
got you.
I'm
can.
I
okay
thought,
now.
Yeah, we
okay.
are okay. We
Abdullah,
are
you
okay.
want to introduce yourself? Solo Fambu de you voice.
Okay, me, Abdullah.
Yes. Yeah, Abdullah.
Okay, okay. I goes by the name of Kemo Conte. I'm the founder and CV of IT Specialists Without Borders, a non-profitable organization which strive towards bridging the ICT business in Sierra Leone. I also happen to be the World Summit Award National Expert in Sierra Leone. I'm the media and communication director for Born to Blog.
Wow. Thank you, Abdullah. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Dr. Kamara, I see you having a lot
Yes,
of trouble
please.
joining us. So can you introduce
Yes, please.
yourself, please? We're here.
Yeah, once more, it's a pleasure again for you to having me for the second time on this wonderful session. Of course, my name is Dr. Kamara, also double as a CEO for the Sierra Leone Youth Empowerment Skills Training Center, resided at 43 General Road, Freetown. And also been once upon a time a marketer for Greenwall, Diner Farm, and Phytoscience. So I've been a lot of involvement to different sections how to improve the lifestyle of human capacity. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
All right, all right.
Loud and clear. I can
That,
hear you.
yeah. So I believe it's a pleasure for me to be here and give my own part into our session today based on what actually encouraged my sister to bring this kind of opportunity on board, which is we talk about marketing. Of course, when you say marketing, is the area where we can interact to build a relationship and also sell our ideology outside to people who don't understand about what you are doing. Now, for instance, when we say marketing, it's just a form of like an MLM because we have several areas of marketing. We have an area called MLM, which is a multi-level marketing system, which can easily connect ourselves. Like for instance, if you have goods that want people to know how to reach you and how to understand about this business. That's how the value and the essence of marketing lies on, or the power of marketing lies on. Now, for instance, if I'm a farmer, I have a business at the provinces. I want my people in Freetown or any area part of the world to know we have several ways how we can reach them. Now, maybe for instance, we can use social media or we can use one-on-one presentation through by the good network. Now, for instance, in Sierra Leone, if you have like our local food, called like rice, granite, you name the sons of that we have in the market that want people to know about this thing. We can easily take a shot of them, do write up, and post it in the social media together with our contract. That's also a way of marketing. Secondly, you can also use them how by meeting them one-on-one presentation. Telling them that, for instance, I've been here for a very long time, but this is what I'm doing. I have very good goods for you. Maybe if I'm having like phones or laptop, how people can easily reach me. I can easily meet them by one on one, presenting my business to them, telling them this is what I'm doing. And I believe it's just a sample. I have a lot of them in my warehouse. You can join me. So these are all essence of marketing. There are a lot of way. There are many way people can use their skill to reach people outside there, so that they can get the value of what you have and what you want to portray outside to people, for them to know, that market is really important, because people are not taking marketing as any good things in life. They're just taking it as if it's just a business thing that is not useful. But to be frank enough, we are all marketers in the world. Like for instance, in our country, our president told us that if he become a president, education will be one of his priorities. That's how he market himself. And some of us buy the idea. We start to vote him, because we believe that when he become a president, he will empower the youth. And for instance, that also motivates me by his speech. So there are so many ways which you can reach people on the area of marketing. It depends on how you pass on your story. So that's
All
my own
right.
small area that I can explain to people.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Kamara.
Yes.
I would love for Joseph to throw light on what we're already discussing about. Joe, Joseph, can you hear
Hello.
me? Joe.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mama.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here, Ma. Thank you very much for the
Okay.
opportunity. Marketing per se is is a everyday thing. We do it every day in our lives. Is every day we meet somebody and we discuss with somebody about something. And even when you are talking to somebody about a person, unknowing to you, you are trying to market that person. So it's a it's a general thing we do every day. But throwing light about marketing, it is one thing to market a product, and it's another thing for you to know your product, what you are marketing. Until you know what you are marketing to the people, until you are well grounded in the knowledge of what you are marketing to the people, it's like you will not be confident enough to deliver your marketing skill. And that is one challenge we're having in marketing generally. You must know what you are presenting, you must know what you are bringing to the table. And it's one thing that people are not confident enough about their products, what they want to market to the people. And if you are not confident about your product or your goods or services that you want to render to the market, you cannot actually present it. That is one challenge. You feel that your goods, when you feel your goods is not good enough for the public, then you will limit yourself not to be able to market that product. And target market is particularly a group of customers which we give or render our products and our service to. Every target market, we have a group of people which we want to showcase our service, our goods to. So if we have a target market, for example, everybody cannot be your target market. Every place cannot be your target market. There is a particular group of persons that actually needs your product, your goods or service. Not everybody will not need your goods and service. So ability to point out those persons that need your goods and services and render those goods. That's what target marketing is all about. I think I will end there and I'm going to throw more light about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph. Thank you. Abdullah, my own brother. You are for Rob much power waiting the people that don't say.
Most definitely, most definitely. It's a pleasure to be here once more. Um, I'm actually on the non-profit side. Little did I know that even when running a non-profit, even inside a non-profit, you can do business. At first I thought running a non-profit is just, writing projects, going out there to help people, not knowing that even when running a non-profit, you can do business. So I wrote a project which up till now currently is an ongoing project. which is the inclusion of ICT in the educational curriculum. So I left Freetown, I went Liberia. I applied for one program, which is the SOS. So I was there, I received a call, so I came back. So before pitching, SOS actually hired Innovation Salon so that we can go there, do prepping. So they teach us how to pitch another thing. So I went after I've already given the background of the project, everything. There was nothing like a sustainability plan. So the guy that was actually watching the presentation is a Ghanaian. So he told me, "You see, young man, he said this project is variable, it's very laudable. He said, well, I'm not seeing anything like a business in this project." He said, "This is a world now where you don't just give people something free. There should be something. There should be business in this thing. So, for instance, you have staff, you need to pay the staff. You will have office, you need to pay bills and certain things. You know, so right from the onset, I develop a sustainability plan. So, for instance, because I tend to what the inclusion of ICT is to build computer labs in this school. So, right from there, I thought about what even though I'll be giving the kids this facility, but they should subscribe. It's just like there is this phenomenon in Africa, especially Sierra Leone. Anything where you free, quote unquote, anything where you free, they won't take it serious. So, for instance, if you are actually subscribing for something, most definitely you'll value the product. Are you getting me? So, in business or in anything, in any field so far these days, whether you're running a non-profit, because for non-profit, we have what we call beneficiaries. But for business, for profit, they have customers. But we work in the same line, you know. So if I'm to add anything, that's all I can add for now. And wait for other people to add something.
Wow, 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 wow. Thank you, Abdullah. That was a great contribution, and I relate to that because I'm into nonprofit as well, and I know a couple of my panelists here they are into that as well. So thank you, Mr. Collins. I would like for you to throw more light um on that. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to add people. I get a little bit distracted. I'm trying to add people. People are going in and out. So sorry, Collins.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
I would like to add to what Abdullah had said. Uh, I love the part when he says things that are free, people don't get to take it serious. But the reality of it is that there is nothing free in the whole world. Even in Freetown, things are not free. You know,
Most definitely.
something somewhere must pay for it. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, as we all are
right.
here right now, we're paying with our time.
Definitely.
So something is being paid for whoever that is enjoying it. So there is nothing that is actually free. Okay. So I also want us to, I mean, I'm trying as much as possible for us to streamline down to the main topic of the day, which is the way we could actually identify our market in the business. Uh, there's another major point that I would also like to stress is the fact that you don't start up a business or be in the business uh, because it's trending or because you just have a little urge. Maybe two, three people have told you they need that thing. Uh, Whatever business you want to do, I mean, just like the scripture says that there's nobody who wants to be, I mean, have a building that will not count the cost. If you are just starting up a business because five of your friends love you to do it, if you can count the number of the people that actually need your product, then that's the first end of that business in the first place. If you're going to open a business space just because your uncle will be in government today and the government will need you to supply that particular product for 4 years, and after 4 years, there's no succession plan for that business, there's no how that business will be sustainable, then the business is crashing from the beginning. So, in as much as you are locating the need for that business, you are trying to see, okay, the need is actually insatiable. For example, someone cited an example of diaper. I mean, you know that either we are angry, either we are happy, either the world is crashing, people are still giving birth. On a lighter note, I was in church today and I heard that, I mean, a lady gave birth. I mean, she practically, I would never have imagined that this woman would get pregnant because she has a daughter that is already a graduate. So when I heard, it was really, really amazing for me. It was surprising. You understand? But one way or the other, she's going to buy diaper. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that market, it's there. I mean, I look at Mrs. Faith, she sews. I can't go out naked, no matter how the economy is. I just have to wear something. And it's not every time I'll be able to afford the Gucci or probably, afford the Ralph Lauren and all of that. I need somebody that will sew something that will be befitting and still affordable for me. So that business can never crash. Do you understand? So you don't just start up a business based on impulse, based on the feeling of few people around you that are encouraging you because they feel you can do that particular thing just to meet their own need. I mean, the world itself now, it's a global village. If what you are trying to sell can only be limited to your tribe, to your race, to your ethnic alone, I think you are not starting. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, for me, it is necessary you understand that I should look at how much of people actually need what I'm going into and how do I reach them. That's another topic on its own. So let's go on. Maybe we would expatiate more than that. Thank you.
Wow.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, very great contribution, Collins. And Samuel, do you have anything to add towards that before?
Yes,
Yes,
please.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. I think it's getting more interesting. This is business. This is money. I thank you very much, Kemo Conte, for that experience you shared with us. It was a fantastic one. But I want to say something. I will try to drag it from what Faith and Joseph said. So to something I called segmentation. Do you understand? Joseph made mention of a market, a niche, all right? And Faith made mention of following your customers to where they go. That so it's about a prospective customer, your prospect, those that are yet to become your customer really, and the ones you have, following them where they go, meaning that you are trying to retain the ones you have and trying to add to them. Because one thing is, for every client that patronize you once and never come back, for you to have the same customer base, you have to get two. All right. Let's assume you have three customers in the month of May. For you to grow your customer base, your clientele as a business person, the next month, any addition is a plus. But let's assume you get three today, and those three left you after the first patronage, meaning that for you to be on three or to grow your business at all, you need minimum of four. It's like the former away and home goals in Champions League for those that love football. All right. So what I mean by this is when Joseph was talking about a niche, a market, meaning that it contains different set of people, all right, that needs what you sell. So it's good to identify that first. So meaning, let me use makeup for example now. Every young lady is a prospect for makeup because they are conscious of their beauty. especially ladies want to look attractive. You understand? We all commented, appreciated Mama for looking very radiant this afternoon because she's looking really radiant. Someone must have worked on that hair, the facial. Do you understand? So meaning that every lady, every young lady, every woman is a prospect for those that are in the business of beauty. Am I correct? Now,
Perfect.
all of
Yeah.
them cannot be my client as a makeover artist, right? Meaning I have to understand their lifestyle. That is where I call positioning. All right. Try to know, okay, where do they like going with beautiful makeups? Is it to office? Is it to events? All right. When you understand this, you know, okay, what's their class, their level? So it's in that level you now try to design your own offer to know who you are really targeting. Please narrow down your targeting. If you don't narrow it down, you will just design an offer and you may not see anybody patronizing it, even when you have a very good product to sell. So in the market, we have different type of diapers, different prices, different quality. And you can agree with me that everyone knows their level. So those that design those products, they have studied the lifestyle of their prospects, of their target. There's a place I do make my hair before, all right? I know how much I pay. But later, I was satisfied with what the guy was doing, probably because of my status then. But as I was evolving, I was becoming bigger. Let me put it that way. The guy did not upgrade with me, not because the guy is not skillful, but he wasn't upgrading his business, meaning that he's losing someone of my class. So I upgraded to look for a better place, not because of skill this time, because of comfort, because of packaging, the way they attend to me, all right? Meaning that that kind of person have designed the business to target someone like me. If I become a millionaire tomorrow, I may not patronize that guy again. I will look for another person that have designed his own business to target millionaire. So meaning that for every business person who you are targeting to be your client will determine the kind of product that you will design and will determine the kind of marketing strategy that you will put in place. I hope you are getting me now. Faith shoe clothes. For you to be making wears for Mama Rita, definitely people of our class will be part of your customers. Someone below our class might not really get your attention, probably because of the way you have designed your business, not because you are proud, but because of the people you are targeting. And that will influence your bargaining power, to influence the price you are placing on your services. So when you want to start a business, for everyone listening, whether you are a startup business owner or you are in business already, your target market is not for people in the market you have identified. Not all of them will patronize you. Among them, we have low class, we have middle class, we have high class. It is you, by studying their lifestyle, we now determine the particular segment you want to target. Let me stop there. I know other
Wow.
people have other things to say.
All right, Samuel, thank you so much. We keep losing King David. He's trying to join us from Ghana. King David, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear
Okay,
you.
can you give your own contribution to what every all the panelists have said? So let's hear your part.
No, okay. Thank you for giving me this platform. Um, I have listening to a lot of them, and what my brother just said about the target market and then the level of class, because when you look at Samsung, okay, their target population is the people, but it is not everyone who is using Samsung, and that one do not prevent them to stop making their products. If you know your target population, then if people are not moving with you, it doesn't mean that your market is not good. Are you getting the point? So target population is one. And then what people need to also understand here, going into marketing is about mentorship, which most of us we lack. We don't want mentorship because we think we know everything. Just because we have seen people doing this or that, we also want to jump into it and do it. But probably the knowledge that they have acquired to do those businesses, you might not be having that idea. Because I always tell people that behind the scene is what makes the business successful, not what you as a prospect or you as an individual you are seeing, but what the person is doing backstage, the kind of personal development that the person is going through. Because going into business, you can't just jump into business because you have a target market. These are the people. But in every business, there is challenges. Are you prepared that when these challenges comes, you are going to, push through? And what are the things that you are even going to use to push? So you always need to make sure that you have a mentor, someone that you think that, oh, this business that I'm going in, this person is already into it. This person has been able to sustain his business for a longer period of time. I think there's something that I must know whilst I'm also going into this kind of business. So mentorship is something that we can't take it away from any business that we want to start. Even it doesn't matter you are a professor, it doesn't matter you are a business guru, it doesn't matter. Once you are going into a particular kind of business, already there are people who are already in that field. You need to seek for what? Ideas, knowledge as to how they have been able to sustain their business to that level. And I think they will be open to you to guide, because what we think we know is not what it is.
Wow, 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 wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you, King David, joining us
Oh,
from Ghana.
yeah.
We're gonna go
So
through some
that
few
is what.
comments. Go
Mm,
ahead.
okay,
Go ahead, King
can you hear
David.
me?
Sorry.
Yeah. So
Yes.
that is what we need to what understand. And one of the speakers also said that people don't want free things. People don't like free things. You see, it is
That
true.
that is so true. Because me and my team, um, I have a non-profit organization called Daughters of Sierra Leone, and so most of the time we always do things free. We're putting a project, a vocational school, and when I wanted to put that structure, start to work on it, and I said it's free. Being away for so long, and you say, like my brother Abdullah just say, you can't do everything for free. You have staffing, and you have to pay for logistics. You have all those things to deal with, and sometimes our people don't understand. And some of our people, even doing it for free, they feel like it's their right. They you're supposed to do that. They don't appreciate those things. They feel like, oh, you're supposed to do more. And I've not worked in an hour for a very long time. I've only worked one time in my entire life. I've always owned my own businesses. And so sometimes when if you have most of my staffing are Hispanic people. So when you do little things for them, they appreciate it, right? And when you do something for Africans and we feel like, is this all? Not everyone, but certain like good amount of them, 80%. Why is she giving me this? Is this all? And sometimes people just don't understand how hard it is for you to actually give them anything, period. And to me, I tell myself that I don't owe you anything. Whatever I do for you is out of the goodness of my heart. So for people to start taking things very seriously, and for one point I called my team, I said, I don't think I want to do program in Freetown. Let's face the villages, right? Because when we started, we wanted to face in Freetown and start going upline in the provinces and all that. So but I'm really excited, and I'm really 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 happy having all those people. We have King David back on. I wanted to thank PROIB blog for hosting us today, and Bantu blog for hosting us as well. And we have our great, great,
No.
great, great, great panelists.
Okay.
They are all here with,
Can you hear me? Can
yes,
you hear me?
And yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah. When I was talking about the free thing, it's not about you as an organization, because I know if you are to put things in place together in it, and it involves money. But the free thing I'm talking here is that if people see that they are going to be a business ideas discussion anywhere, they don't value it, even if they are not charging them. You get the point. Supposing the meeting you have organized right now, it was to talk about politics and to also go and insult other people or to do this, you realize the number of people who will be here. You get the point. So um, we should also encourage them once they want to set up their own businesses. We need to be well equipped. Okay, and where do we get equipped? We need to be attending seminars. Even if you have to pay something to attend that seminar, I think it is good to do so in order to build ourselves, develop ourselves, and get the knowledge that can also help us to sustain. Because if you have realized, a lot of small businesses, those who are into small businesses, you realize it doesn't last for even 2 years, then they are out of market. It is all because of what? Lack of knowledge. So I always tell people, the knowledge you need to build, even to identify the kind of businesses or the business you want to do, the product in which you have to promote in the community where you find yourself, all these things you need knowledge to what? Identify them. So we should encourage people to attend seminars. That is the only way out. Other than that, we will go into business 1 year, 2 years, we are out of business. And we can't achieve the kind of people we want to impact them through giving them the knowledge, the skills, and everything. So we should encourage them. We should encourage
All
them. And
right.
once we are able to do that, I think any target that you want to achieve for this program, it can be what? The target can be achieved. So we should
All right.
also what? Encourage them as well.
All right. Our sister Faith, you see, she has to leave us. So we would love for her to say a final bye bye and till we meet again some other day.
I wanted to say something.
Um,
Okay. There's one particular thing that we've not really said when you want to target your market for your business. One of the things is sincerity. Sincerity in any line of business that you are going into, you have to be sincere. Like what our brother said, King David, that at the end of the day, like 1 year, 2 years, you would be surprised that you're out of the business. One of the major thing is sincerity. You have to be sincere. Like in my line of business, like most people, they tag fashion designers that they always disappoint. Fashion designers, they disappoint a lot. So you have to lie to the fashion designer. If you're supposed to have an event like a month to, you have to tell them that is in 2 weeks time that you're having that event, so that the fashion designer will not disappoint you. Like Sister Rita knows me very well. If I tell you that if I cannot make that outfit that period, I will let you know. Money is not everything. Fine, money, sometimes we need money for our business, at least to upgrade and all that. But money is not everything. You have to be sincere. If you know you cannot be able to deliver, don't agree to take that job. Don't agree to tell them that, oh, don't worry, I'll be able to produce the product for you. I'll be able to deliver it to you. When you know within yourself, just because you want that money, when you know within yourself that you cannot deliver, at the end of the day, when it's not time for you to deliver, you will not start speaking a lot of English. Start lying. You already lied before. You now add more lies to it. So we have to be sincere in any line of business that we are going into. It's very important. We have to be sincere. Then
Sure.
another thing is not. Excuse me. I thought somebody was
No,
saying something.
no, no, no.
Okay.
True.
Yes,
hello.
yes, we have to be sincere. So Sister Rita knows me very well. She can attest to that. I don't disappoint. I don't. I make
True.
sure that when I tell my customer this is when I'll do. If I cannot do it, I'll tell you I cannot do it. I cannot keep myself. But if I can do it, I'll
Right.
tell you I can do it. You
Yeah, yeah.
understand?
I want to. Yeah, I want to come in
Um,
again to buttress on all the other speakers. I don't know. Can you hear me?
very
Hello.
loud
Go
and clear.
ahead.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes, we
yeah,
Go
can
yeah.
hear
ahead.
you.
Once more, thanks a lot for all the
Yeah, we can
previous
hear you.
speakers. I'm
We can
really
hear you.
happy of what you have just delivered to us. And to be frank enough, our brothers here is trying to say some an example about mentorship. Of course, I myself am doing something more beneficial to my country, to be specified Sierra Leone. My mentor is Sister Rita. Of course, way back, he started a program called Daughters of Salone, empower youth of this country free of cost. He did a program which is 3 days workshop life. After that, he offered a certificate of merit. Most of them are benefiting out of those certificates that he offered to them. And that inspired me, that's kicked me up to see how best I can come in and do a little bit support. As I'm talking to you now, I have over 500 students into my institute. None of them are not paying nothing. But to be frank enough, out of this 500, only something like 200 appreciate me, which others are asking for more. But I do not kill my faith by that because I believe it's my calling as an inspiration by someone else. I believe is that Rita take this kind of venture, it means a lot. He has listened several advices. Is that to go through and support his own people into this small part of the country. And I believe that all makes you become a human. Let me come to the of marketing. You see, marketing, sincerity means a lot, just like what my sister just mentioned now. Sincerity means a lot. Some of us normally do fail our people. That's why we fall hopefully into any business we join up to because we don't sincere with ourselves. By one, for instance, Sister Rita will need something for me. I've already given assurance to Sister Rita. When the times come now, started giving X, Y, Z to Sister Rita. What will happen? Sister Rita has another friend again who believe in her that will may ask, do you succeed on what Mr. XYZ told you? Sister Rita said, no. What happened? The business you are already imposing before to people will be die down slowly based on truthfulness. So I'm encouraging my brother and sister, let don't discourage. Whatever thing you are doing, keep the faith, be sincere to yourself, be sincere to your conscience. By so you need to the help. And marketing all about how you present yourself outside here. Even what we are doing now, we are marketing ourselves outside because we don't know ourselves here. But about what we are doing, we have built a relationship, we have already marketed ourselves. I believe my colleagues will know that myself, I'm also into youth empowerment. If they have anything good for youth empowerment, they will easily just contact me because that's my field. So these are some of the things we need to do. So above all, I'm encouraging all panelists, please, let's be sincere to our conscience and let's be steadfast on whatever thing we are doing. As for me, my mentor is very sincere, which is Sister Rita. I follow her page each and every step he posted, and I know what she is capable of doing. So with that, I say thanks a lot. I appreciate you all.
All right, thank you, Dr. Kabara. First of all, I just wanted to appreciate PROIB Blog and Bantu Blog for bringing this great development to Sierra Leone and across the world. Because guess what? When we tune into Facebook and to all the media platform, all we see is cussing each other. But for all those great women and men to be part of this and to talk about educational stuff, how to do your business and health issues and every other topic. So we just want to appreciate you guys, and for all my fabulous panelists, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. Abdullah, great contribution. I don't know this alone gets what I like this though, but you know what, I'm happy to have you on board. you know
Okay.
I'm just so happy when you were talking. I'm just listening to you talk, and I was like, oh wow, interesting. You see, my eyebrows were like, oh, okay, I like good stuff. Like all the panelists, Dr. Kamara, Samuel, everybody have said that I love good things, and I admire good things, and I love for to see our people grow. And for all our comments, we've been seeing you guys comment, but the conversation is so good. So we can even I see JD, they send me comments, I see Prezo Collabo, shout out, PROIB blog, I see una all. But because this talk is so good, Business is very important. Dr. Kamara, Joseph, I see you coming in and out. And
Yeah.
I just want to take time for appreciate you now. Abdullah, you get any final word for say because we go draw the curtain very soon. You have anything to say to us?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Let me just. I want to end with a final statement, making an addendum to what the previous speakers already said, which is faith, concerning sincerity. I believe when it comes to business, I'm not into business per se, because I run most often a non-profit. But when it comes to sincerity, there should be in business what we call value preposition, which we haven't spoken about. A value preposition sets you across your competitors as a tagline. Like for instance, if you watch the value preposition for Uber, they said the smart way to drive you around. So with that tagline alone, if even if there's people running the same Uber facility, but with that tagline alone, it sets you across. So it should not just be you just borrow words, you just put, something like that. Like for instance, my own organization, the tagline is giving hope to the hopeless through ICT. So value proposition in business, that value proposition sets you across. In fact, is one marketing strategy. It speaks volume, across your competitors. So when running business or when marketing, you also think about value proposition. So I want to extend my sincere thanks and gratitude to all the speakers, Samuel, Collins, everyone, the presenter, everyone, I really enjoyed the program and I hope this program will Collins, my man. And I would love this program to be happening every Sunday. So thank you.
All right, thank you, my brother. Thank you, thank you. And I would love for Mr. Collins. Do you know how long it take me to have Mr. Collins here on my platform today? It's been a while. I've been on queue. If he's not in Cuba today, he's in Canada tomorrow. So I'm really happy having him. I mean, I'm actually dancing actually. So, Mr. Collins, I would love you to give your final words, and I hope this is not going to be the last time we have you on this platform. So, I'd love you to say something to our viewers.
Okay. Well, like we said when we started, I must be sincere with you. It's a privilege to be here. I've been able to also make new friends. Of course, apart from Sister Rita, I know I have Abdullah already. I have a good friend here already. And of course, Faith as well. I've gotten good and nice things about them. And a whole lot of people have said good things about Sister Rita this day. I think I should add to it is that you've actually been looking radiant since we started. So it shows that you have taste for good things, which is also very, very lovely. So on the topic, I will round up by saying for whatever business or whatever market we want to identify, it is good we also look it in line of the 4 5 Ws and the H, which is who actually needs this business and for what, and why would they need it at the end of the day, and of course where should I be looking at the end of the day, and of course if I have all these W, how am I going to start? If you do this personal assessment at every time, and I think one of the things that could help us get this assessment right is a point David actually stressed, which is knowledge, because when you don't equip yourself with knowledge of everything you do, all of a sudden you just get faded out of that business. You can't catch up with what the world is demanding for that business. So for me, it's nice seeing everybody this evening. And don't worry, Sister Rita, we are together in this project. I will always respond to your call at any time you want me to be here. As long as the time is available, I will always respond to this call. So I'm part of the family now, so we can roll the ball together. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Collins. Thank you, thank you. Prophet Joe, where have you been?
Well, the network is quite
I
wonderful
know,
over
I
here,
definitely
but
understand. I definitely understand. So
but
I would
but
love you
I've
to
been
give your
following up.
final. Okay.
All
So
right.
for you to give.
Thank you very much, everyone. I have so enjoyed the sections. Everybody, thank you. From Mr. Samuel, thank you. From everyone, I so enjoy every section that we have this evening. But my final note is I want to say knowing what your target market will respond to. I will be taking just two. We have to know what our target market will respond to. Number one, their biggest problem. We need to look at their biggest problem. What is that challenge every one of them they are looking at? Because in every environment there is a challenge, there is a problem that when a solution is being provided, that problem will be solved. And secondly, we need to look at the greatest desires. What is that desires? What they want to see. So I think if we put those two things, solving their problems and look at their desires, I think we will be able to tailor our target market towards them, and I think we're able to solve the problem. Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. My evangelist, my pastor, my minister. Dr. Kamara, do you have any final thing you want for left with Fambu then with?
Yeah, final word will come like, let me use the local dialect for our people down there to understand exactly. I quote. And I want to tell people plenty thank you for joining this program. And this program will benefit we all, more especially Sierra Leone at home, because get people then wait and jobless when you do anything. Job is a government forget and job, people forget and job. But by joining this program, you will learn a lot of things. What I'm trying to say here, I just want to share my thanks and appreciation to Sister Rita and also our brother and sister in Africa, specify in Sierra Leone, those who just want to sit at the back seat, expecting government to offer job to them. But by listening to this program, learning, I believe they'll be able to empower themselves, because by listening to this program, you have a lot of things which you can able to change your life, like what we are saying here. Like sincerity, go outside there, learn things, have mentor whom you be mentored, so that your life not be the same. Like for me, I have an institute which I run for free of course. It's at 43 General Road, Upgon, which is Youth Empowerment Spiritual Center. We offer different kind of skill like driving, hairdressing, cosmetology, online coaching, marketing, so on and so forth. So I'm encouraging my brother and sister to go and join, just like what I've learned from my mentor, which is Sister Rita. So that will be my final word. Thanks you all. Thanks for at least having me. And it's a pleasure for us to see again.
Where's my phone? Thank you, Dr. Kavara. I just feel overwhelmed, Everybody's saying is that Rita, and sometimes people think like, is this elderly people? I remember when I was last year in Sierra Leone, so audience are thinking like it's gonna be somebody older, but then they get to see me and then the reaction was, oh wow, she's young like me, So it's a great thing. You can be old, you can be young, you can be anything you want to be, but you can be a mentor to someone, you can change someone's life. And I see PRIB blog. We can go through all the comments. It's a lot to read. President Collabo official, we want to say thank you. JD, we want to say thank you. Alim, it's so much. We can call everyone's name because the conversation, like I said, is a very juicy conversation that we keep having. And we can't just say everybody in name out because it's a lot. But I just want to thank PROIB blog once again for hosting us in this platform. And for Bantu blog, I just want to say thank you. B2B, cut it short. I just want to say thank you for having us here tonight, because this is what our people needs. Our people need real talk. It's not just I'm fighting you because you are in blue or you are in green or you are in white. The most important thing, we're Africans, we're Sierra Leoneans, and don't forget that. When they are drinking their coffee in the back table and I will not be there, I'm Rita Felleh Arah, Kamara was Kamara before, and now marriage, they changed the name. So I just want you to have this in mind. And for next week, our topic, we're going to talk about the importance of knowing your genotype before getting married or before thinking of having a child, because that affects us big time in Africa. When we need to check with genotype, and then when the beginning begin for die, we just based on I'm in love. And love cannot do that. And when I want to get married, I check mine before, even when the guy say I want to date you. When I see that this is my spec, this is what I like, I make sure I check. I make sure I know, like, okay. Then when I checked, he checked, and then we were fine. They were like, I was like, oh, thank God, this is what I wanted. So I pray that we consider that as Africans, because we don't talk about issues like this. So next week we're going to talk on the importance of checking your genotype before getting married or having a child. Because you can be okay, you fall in like, oh, this is my love. But guess what? These kids can be affected for the rest of their life. So we're going to come back again next week, and we're going to talk about it some more. We're going to have some experts. We're going to talk about it some more, and we throw light.
Oh,
If you want to be part of this program, just let us know. Send us an email, or you can reach out to Bantu Blog and B2B, and you can reach out to PROIB Blog. For now, we're going to draw the curtain, and I want to thank
sure.
all my
Hello,
panelists.
hello,
Yes,
hello,
yes, we can
hello.
hear you.
Yeah, it's
Yes, we can
good
hear you.
to I mean come out with this topic because it is one of the things which is killing us. Okay, not killing us like in terms of we dying, but it is causing a lot of challenges to a lot of homes. Okay, example, the effect that these things can bring to us. We don't need pastors, we don't need magicians, we don't need doctors. If we are able to check our blood group as you are saying, and we know the type that we have, we can solve this. We don't need any medicine to solve all these things. So it is good coming up with this topic, and then we need to make sure you broadcast for everybody. Make sure the flyers, everything you do, get to a whole lot of people, because this is one thing which is really affecting us as an Africans. We have a
Yeah,
lot of people coming here, even their capital, everything will finish all because of just the effect of what you are going to take them through. And as I said, we don't need magicians, doctors, pastors to cure this. If you are able to do the simple thing that you are saying, we are free to go. So it's good you
yes.
are coming to discuss on that, and then I'll encourage each and every person to make sure you spread the news for a lot of people to also come and listening to. It is we are discussing business, but I must be sincere with you. It is more than the business. This topic,
Yeah.
it is more than
Yeah,
the
thank you,
business.
King
Yeah,
David. Yes,
you're
thank you so
welcome.
much, my brother, for joining us all the way from Ghana. And we have our Nigerians, Niger. We have them. We have our Sierra Leoneans. So why this program is unique is most of the time when we turn to social media, all we see it's drama, and we see all this craziness going. Craziness is good sometimes, but let's focus on the reality of life. And for this time, we're about to draw the curtain. I just want to thank PROIB Blog and Buntu Blog for having us here, these two platforms. And you can check my platform as well, Rita Felleh Arah. And I just want to thank you for being part of this program. For all of my panelists that have been here with us tonight, we just want to say thank you for being here. And we are so happy. Till next time, join us on Table Talk with Rita Felleh Arah. Thank you. And let's talk. If you have any other topics you want us to talk to, just let us know. Send us your request and let us know what you want us to talk about. Thank you. Bye bye. We're about to draw the curtains. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye,
Uh,
Joe.
Bye
All right,
Bye,
bye.
bye
everyone.
everyone.
Bye bye.
Kamara. Bye,
Hope
colleagues.
you get
Colleagues,
back.
I need to be in the queue. Bye, Samuel.
At the beach style.